Hello students, welcome back. Today we are about to start with chapter 14, ecosystem and energy flow. Okay, as in your syllabus, you have only one topic from this chapter, that is ecosystem and its succession. Okay, or eco succession. This is the only topic which you have to study from this chapter. Clear? So when we talk about ecosystem, it involves everything, living as well as non-living thing which resides in a particular area. Okay, forms an ecosystem. So we are about to study different successions, means different communities which are coming across in this ecosystem. Okay, so let us start. Now, what is ecological succession? This is the only topic, as I said, it's there in your exam. So the definition has to be exact what is given here. The gradual and predictable changes in the species composition of a given area. In short, इसका मतलब क्या है? That the changes which takes place in the entire group of species which are present in that particular area. Gradual changes means slow changes. Predictable means the changes which we know can occur. कि ऐसे changes जो हमें मालूम है होने वाले हैं. So those changes are called as predictable changes which will be taking place in a particular group of organism in a given area. Okay, this is an important question. The next question resembles steps involved in the process of ecological succession. So what are the different steps coming across when you are talking about ecological succession or when you are studying ecological succession? The number one is nudation. Nudation is the exact number of species which are present in that particular area. Then comes invasion. The species, the organism of that species which are coming from some other area. Excesses means reduction in the number of species or organisms in that particular area is excesses. Aggregation means altogether collection of the number of organisms of that species in that area. Then comes competition and coaction. It is the struggle between the organisms belonging to the same species and different species present in a particular area is called as competition. Okay, so it is a mutual relationship or interaction between the organisms. Reaction and stabilization means when there is competition between the different organisms, the organisms which can adapt themselves to the environment will survive and the other will perish, means they will stabilize. जो adjust कर सकते हैं, those who all are fit to remain there will remain and the others will go off. So these are different steps when you study ecological succession. Then the question comes, what is Siri? Now, what do you mean by Siri? Siri means it is a sequential changes which are taking place in a organisms present in that area. So here we are not talking about the species, we are talking about the communities. So when we talk about communities, it involves a group of different species. Okay, so here we need to say the changes, the sequential changes or the changes which are taking place in the organisms present in a particular community is called as Siri. So in short, it is the entire gradient of organism from pioneer stage to the climax stage. Now what is pioneer? Pioneer stage is the autotrophic, that is a producer stage, and climax is a decomposer stage. So from producers to decomposers, it involves all the organisms present in a particular community. Then comes the important features of a successive serial changes. Okay, so what are the features, what we need to study when we are talking about the serial changes? Number one, change in the diversity of species of the organism. That means different organisms will come in and go out in a particular area. Increase in the number of species and organism. There can be either increase or decrease, but the second concept what we are talking about is the increase in the number of species and organism if they are coming in from some other area. Then is increase in the total biomass. When the number of organisms will increase, actually the biomass of that organism will also increase. Biomass is a dry weight. Okay, so in all population, in all biomass of that organisms will also change. So let us study now what is the actual meaning of ecological succession. So it is a gradual, slow and predictable changes, as we have studied earlier, taking place in a species which are residing in a particular area. And when we talk about community, it involves all different species. Like see here, what is the climax community and what is the pioneer community. When we talk about pioneer community, it involves all those plants, and the climax community can involve the higher plants, or directly we can go up to decomposers. So in this some species colonize an area and increase in number, whereas the other species decline and disappear, right? So as you can see here, exposed rocks, then lichens grow on them, then you get the weeds, then perennial weeds and grasses which remain there for a longer time, then shrubs, then comes the young pine forest, and then the beech and the broadleaf forest. So this shows the ecological succession which starts from the smaller plants and ends up to the higher plants. Okay, so here we come across the pioneer species, the climax species. These are the serial changes about what we have studied just now. The species invading a bare area are called pioneer species. Okay, bare area means the area where there is nothing, exposed rocks are present. Then come to the next. What do you mean by total biomass? Total biomass, in short, I told you the entire population. The present day communities, sorry. The present day communities are due to succession of millions of years. That is, from millions of years, this evolution has been taking place. So succession and evolution, it goes on parallel. Succession is of two types. One is primary succession and other is secondary succession, which you need to study. Let us see first, what do you mean by primary succession? See, the succession which takes place in areas where no living organisms ever existed are called as pioneer succession. Like newly cooled lava, bare rock, newly created pond or the reservoir, all this comes under pioneer or primary succession. Yeah. To establish a biotic community, fertile soil must be formed. So primary succession is a very slow process, because first initially we have bare rock, then comes lichens on it. The small amount of plants and lichens are present. Then small grasses starts growing. Then you get shrubs and grasses there. And then slowly shade tolerant trees such as oak and hickory. So this will be showing pioneer species, intermediate species, and the climax community coming under primary succession. So these are the organisms which are growing in the area where living organisms are very less, or where no living organisms ever existed. Okay. Next is secondary succession. This succession takes place in the area after the existed organisms are lost. Means initially organisms were present there, but due to some reason there are no living organisms present. One of the reason here can be forest fire. Because of forest fire, many organisms run away from there. Okay, or other you can say abandoned farmlands. As a farmland or crop field where nothing is grown now. Okay, the land which is completely flooded. So from those areas, usually the organisms perish out or they go away. Yeah, and after many years, that nearly 5, 10, 150 years plus, you can see many different organisms growing over here. So here again, they show pioneer species, intermediate species, and then the climax community. So secondary succession kahan pe hoga? In those areas where organisms were earlier existing, but now they are lost. The species that invade depend upon the nature of soil, availability of water, etc. Let us go for next. In succession, changes in vegetation affect food and shelter of the animals. Thus, if you say this succession leads to change in the number and type of animals and even decomposers. Natural or human-induced disturbances. Now, there are many human activities which are affecting the ecosystem or the growth of organisms, like deforestation or fire. Here you can say that these conditions can convert the particular cereal stage to an earlier stage. That means now if the plants are growing to a particular height, like for example, we have taken lichens, then slowly the smaller plants, then comes herbs and shrubs, and then the trees. Okay, in those areas where the tree is completely established, trees are completely established, and if there is deforestation or fire occurs, then what will happen? The entire thing will wash off and again they'll go to earlier stage. They create new conditions that encourage new species and discourage or eliminate other species. Okay, ऐसे केस में क्या होगा? The species which were earlier present may not come back again and the new species can evolve. Based on the nature and the habitat, plant succession is of two types. Now, this is again a very important question. One is hydrarch and other is xerarch. These are the two types of plant succession. What is hydrarch? It takes place in wetter areas. It will start from the hydric to mesic conditions. Okay. And then Zerach, it progresses from xeric to mesic conditions. And it usually occurs in dry areas. You can see the examples given here. Okay. और इससे हमें पता चलता है that hydrarch and Zerach succession lead to medium water conditions. Mesic is the climax community present here. If you see the same thing repeated again, rocks, then comes herbs, then comes shrubs, then certain smaller trees, and then the higher trees. This shows you the hydrarch condition. Here there is Zerach condition. Hydrarch means it will take place in wetter areas, and Zerach will start in dry areas. Okay, this is a very important question. Primary succession on rocks. Here you will see that the lichens are the pioneer species here, xerophytic habitat. Why they are pioneer species? Because they secrete acids to dissolve the rock. And when this rock undergoes weathering, the soil will be formed. And in this soil, new plants can be grown. Here, climax community is the forest, which remains stable if the environment remains unchanged. Okay. Like you will see the pioneers are the lichens, then comes the smaller plants like bryophytes and slightly bigger plants, and then exhibits our entire forest region. Now here this you can see primary succession in water. So when we see primary succession in water, it starts from phytoplanktons, that is the plants which are growing in water, then rooted submerged plants, the plants which are completely present underwater. Then you'll see rooted floating angiosperms, the plants which floats on water. Then comes free floating plants, then reed swamp. Reed swamp means unwanted plants which are growing in water. Marsh meadows, again the plants which are present starts from the bottom, ends up to the surface, then comes the shrubs, and then the trees, that is the entire forest. Okay, so with time the water body is converted into land. You can see climax community is a forest everywhere. So here if you see primary succession in water, it starts with the phytoplankton and ends with the forest. These 7 stages are very important here. Okay, so here we end with the chapter. Here we that is you need to study only one topic, that is ecological succession from this chapter, ecosystem and environment. Okay, so the questions for this assignment questions I'm going to post here in the Google Classroom. I want you all to answer to those questions. Clear? You can refer these videos and answer the questions which are being given. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.